Howdy ho, guys and gals, it's Red, your friendly neighborhood tool bear, back again here in the old den of tools. And the bear's going to answer the question for you today about what is going on with Dewalt. We got new tool announcements and some perspective for you on what's going on. Just to get you, let's fill in the backstory on this, because if you've been under a rock or in a log or hibernating, you've missed out. About 5 years ago, Milwaukee dropped this thing, and this just blew up the tool world. This is the Milwaukee 2767 impact wrench with a claimed 1,400 pounds of nut-busting torque. This just basically rocked everyone's world, that a handheld half-inch 18/20 volt tool could bring down this much power. It really changed the game, and it did it at a measly, was it now selling for $250, which is ridiculous. Of course, this is part of the Milwaukee fuel line. It's a fantastic tool. Milwaukee for known having great customer service, 5-year support. This changed a lot. Now, since then, a lot of people have stepped up. Their sister company, the middle kid over at TTI, Rigid, came out with this octane that even allegedly had a bit more power, but it looks like they flew a little too close to the sun and they got their wings clipped for that one. Anyway, Bosch also came out with the GDS 18V with the right battery on it. It can produce more power. And of all people, Matabo's HPT, that's the old Hitachi line, they dropped a bombshell with this, the WR36 DBQ4 running the 36 volt battery, and it could bring even more power. And just recently, as you probably saw, Harbor Freight's like, hold my beer, and they dropped a Hercules claiming 1,400 pounds of torque. Again, we're going to have to wait and see what our buddies over at Torque Test Channel say about that. They're going to throw that on the old tester there, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, and they come with 5-year limited warranty in the box. That's a whole new concept from there. Basically, at this point, when it comes to power tools, we're in a dogs and cats living together. It's a whole new world. It's mass hysteria. Apparently anybody can play this game. But you know who's the big boy on the block? The sleeping giant. And that is Dewalt. Dewalt is, if you guys don't know, I know a lot of you watch YouTube and you look at the power tool reviews, and it seems like Milwaukee's the dominant one, and you got everyone else is coming a close second with Makita and Bosch, and then you got Rigid and all these other. But a lot of people don't talk about Dewalt, and the fact of the matter is Dewalt outsells everybody else. In fact, they outsell Milwaukee 2-1. Stanley Black & Decker is a massive company, and Dewalt is a massive brand, sold about everywhere. But they've been resting on their laurels. Heck, they are still selling this piece of junk. I'm sorry guys, this is the old brushless brushed Dewalt drill. This thing with the 1.3 amp hour battery with no meter on it. This thing is ridiculous. I can't believe they have the guts to still put this on the market, and they do, and unfortunately people still buy it. That said, something happened over there. Someone woke up the sleeping giant, because in the last year, it's like Dewalt's like, oh, I'm actually a power tool company. I'm supposed to be a leader in this segment. And they brought out stuff like this, the new Atomic line, which is compact, high power, basically kicking Makita in the teeth over there, because that's what Makita used to own, that area. And then, of course, Milwaukee just, solidly taking over the 12-volt line. DeWalt fires back with a revamp. Let's be honest, their previous 12-volt offerings were a joke. But this is the new brushless. Of course, all the new 12-volt Extreme tools, they're all brushless. They're all fantastic. They're all extremely compact. What a great option. And then quietly, not with no fanfare whatsoever, they drop a new full-size 20-volt impact driver that's even more powerful than the ones they've been touting. It's just been madness over there. And then earlier this year, they said, you know what? We're going to actually, last year, they leaked information about it. Earlier this year, they're like, okay, here come the new mid-range impact, all right? Tons of new options here, and I say tons, but several good options here. Great tools there, just really changing what they've had to offer, even though it doesn't look any different. And we're kind of in that situation now because, as I said, leaked last year, we're finally getting confirmation. This is the new Dewalt XR impact wrench, half-inch, high torque. And by high torque, we're talking 1,030 pounds of max fastening torque, which is the one that you can really test, because there is a standard for that. And then, of course, there's they don't call it nut busting anymore. I think the HR person over there kind of finally was like, yeah, we got to stop that one. So they're now calling it max breakaway torque. 1,400 pounds is what they're listing. Now, that's the same specs as the Milwaukee. Now, the Milwaukee, again, I would say the Milwaukee didn't quite deliver on that, but there is no standard to how to test to that. So we'll have to compare and see, is this thing really going to bring those kind of specs? Is it going to meet or exceed the Milwaukee? It's got all the same features, all the great stuff you're expecting to see. It's going to have it's got 3 lights down below, and it's got the new precision wrench mode. There we go. This is going to be really awesome. It helps when putting a bolt on. Also helps when taking a bolt off. Prevents over tightening in forward and in reverse. It prevents runoff. In fact, I just showed a video of the Hercules doing the same thing. Let me show you what that looks like here.
That's pretty cool. It breaks loose and slows down.
Yep.
Yeah, some of those snap your wrist good when you rip them all the way out.
All right, well, just the other day, this dropped because everyone's been waiting with bated breath. When is this actually going to happen? Basically, is it going to be happening? It's nice to talk about it, but we have to wait for an actual date on this. And the date right now is late September, and we've got a price on it as well. I think it's going to, their listed price is going to be $300, but I think some people are beating already. We're going to talk about it here in just a second. But at this point, we can see that, again, they're talking the same specs. They're talking all the same kind of, information on it, the precision wrench, 1,400 pounds of max breakaway. It's got everything that they said they're going to have, and it's going to be out in about a month. Now, Acme Tools and a few other places are already taking orders on this. But here's what I love about Acme Tools. They've already got it on sale. So you can add it to your cart. It's currently out of stock, but they'll ship it when it comes in. It's listed at $300, but it's $75 off with the code DEWALT75. That means you're going to be able to get the brand new Dewalt XR impact wrench with 1,400 pounds of breakaway torque, and you're going to get it for $225. Who else does stuff on sale before it comes out? I don't know. Gotta love those guys. But, here's something that a lot of people aren't considering. We're seeing this total revamp across the line in Dewalt Tools, and I think it's about time that they woke up and started leading the industry again and showing what they can do. I've been very, very critical of Stanley Black & Decker in the past. They've made a lot of choices, and they've hurt a lot of brands as far as I'm concerned. But I really want to see them step up and start making great tools again. But one of the ones they came out recently with was the Extreme. This is, again, their 12-volt line, 12-volt max brushless ratcheting tool. Now, think about this. We've got a ratcheting tool that's clearly up to, or maybe even targeted directly at the professional market. This impact wrench, clearly targeted at the professional market, because let's be honest, this is even above, like, Honda crankbolt kind of level. This is, we're talking semis, we're talking farm equipment, we're talking industrial, the anchors, cement or structural anchor stuff like that. This is high end stuff. This is beyond the average person, beyond the shade tree mechanic, beyond even what the tool bear does on a daily basis here. So, who is this really going to impact? I think it's going to be this guy. Let's be honest. Is there going to be a reason for the Mac tools anymore? It doesn't even look like they're trying to revamp the Mac tool line. A lot of the stuff's been discontinued. You can't find it anymore. Sure, they have the hand tools, but is it going to become just DeWalt? Is it going to become Proto and DeWalt? Is Mac really going to be a brand? Because I think this guy's going to have to reach in his wallet here, because he's going to have to pay to paint his truck here pretty soon, if you ask me. I just think that's the way it's going to go, and I'll be honest, 100% honest here, that's a better look for you, dude. I think that's a way better look for your truck. I like it. I think you all do too. Here's the next question. When are we going to start seeing then the secondary and maybe even entry-level tools start stepping up to this level? Maybe not even they don't need to be 1,400, but I want to be able to do like the suspension on my truck. I want to be able to do some of that higher end stuff, and a lot of us would like to do it with DIY level tools. Are we going to see Ryobi step up and compete in this market? Are they going to start reaching into those upper tiers? They don't have to go to 1,400, but the 800, probably the 800 range would be good. 700 at the very least. What about Harbor Freight? The Hercules stuff is great, but so many people have the Bauer. One of the number one things I got asked about is the Bauer going to come out with a high torque? They'd love to see it. Doesn't have to be the ultra torque, just the high torque. And what about all the people who bought into Porter Cable? Are we going to see a new Porter Cable? Oh, the bear I love. I'm sorry, guys. For those of you who bought into Porter Cable, for those of you who own Porter Cable, I'm sorry. I really am. But this is a dead tool line. They have not come out with a new tool in 3 years. I've been trolling them on Instagram for the past year and a half, going, when are we going to see new tools? They finally blocked me, I think. I tried to access the page the other day, and it wouldn't even come up. It wouldn't even show me that they're on Instagram anymore. Because this is just, anyway, it needs to go away. Craftsman, I'm sure we're going to start seeing some stuff for Craftsman. They've been really killing it with the impact wrenches and stuff like that. Anyway, there you go. What we're seeing here from Dewalt is we're seeing a whole new Dewalt. We're seeing a revamp. We got the new power stack batteries. Of course, they have the flex volt batteries, which you can use with these tools. So they already have high output batteries. They have compact batteries with the new line. This is, we have to be honest, it's a whole new Dewalt. Now, if they can say their customer service, because their customer service is kind of lacking, guys. It does not have the highest. I checked the scores on some of the pages that I use for this kind of stuff, and I'm seeing out of 5 stars, I'm seeing low twos, and I'd love to see them pick those numbers up. Those are definitely rookie numbers there, and and on top of that, more and more people. I mean, if Harbor Freight can offer a 5-year warranty, I don't see why the leader in the industry can't do that as well. Maybe that's something we'll see down the road. Claws crossed on that one. Anyway, let me know what you think. What do you think DeWalt really needs to do next to prove that they are an industry leader? Do we need to see a new Halo tool from them? Something that just nobody else can do? This would really put, the icing on the cake there and really finish it off with a flash if they could. Anyway, that's all the Bear has for you today. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and over on the TikToks there. Just choose one of them. They're pretty much the same kind of content we share on both of them. It's some tool stuff, but also it's a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff here for the family. We spend our summers up in Montana, our winters mostly down in the Vegas area. We go back and forth. We spent some time and we stopped and saw some friends in Panguitch, Utah. Beautiful country over there. So if you like to see what goes on in the Rocky Mountain life, as we like to say, go and check it out. We got some hilarious stuff from the latest rodeo. That was some wild stuff, wasn't it? Anyway, check that out. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.